If you happen to be watching this on the live, if you happen to be watching this on a replay, it's the end of the year. Holiday season is here. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, Happy what is it? Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, all of the holiday seasons. What's going on? Everything. I can't name all of them right now. So just want to hop on here, chop it up, touch some base, talk about personal development, finances, and adversity, especially during these holiday season, right? Holiday season. These are some things that are good to discuss. Personal development. Where's your mindset at? How's your mental health? Because a lot of people go through some things during these ending days of the year. So mental health definitely comes into effect. So address that. Make sure you're doing your brainwash, checking on your mentals, make sure everything is right, keeping on a positive vibe as much as possible. Get some sun while the sun is out, especially during the winter time. Um, so we're gonna talk about some personal development, getting our mindset right, going into the new year. We're gonna talk about financing and how financing is changing and going into the new year's in regards to finances, lack of finances, layoffs, um, job cuts, the way the economy is moving. Even though they're saying that the numbers are doing better, the average person is being affected by it. They're not really seeing anything of the inflation slowing up or anything like that. So just want to chop it up real quick, see who comes on here. Let the algorithm get on here some more. We're talking about some personal development, some financing, personal financing, and the adversity of the holiday season and what we go through during the holiday season. So let the algorithm kick in a little bit. Probably won't be on here too much. Just want to hop on. Say happy holidays to the community. Shout outs to everybody. Much respect for everybody who's tuned in, everybody who has subscribed to the channel over the years, and support it. So I coming on here. I discussed a few different things, but today being Christmas, I just want to make sure everybody, not make sure, but just want to talk about having our mentals right, having dealing with financing during the Christmas holiday season, spending money, excess money that we're not really expected to spend, and how we're navigating through that adversity of that. Sometimes you can't get as much gifts as possible, or maybe your check didn't come in time, or vice versa. Wide variety of things. So coming on here, we're talking about personal development, having that right mindset, because I've seen a lot of things have happened. I know, especially within the city that I've lived in over the last few days. It's like seeing like people mental is not really there. So definitely check up on your peoples. Definitely check up on yourself. Make sure that your mind is right. Shout out to everybody who's on here. Who's that? Tanya. Shout out to Tanya. I'm gonna get to you guys in a minute. Once I pull over and I'll pick up this package to drop off and get delivered. Yeah, I'm still on the hustle. We still on the grind. Even though it's Christmas time, we still gotta do. We gotta do like in today's time. You gotta do sacrifice. You gotta do what you gotta do whatever you can to create some revenue, to bring in some extra money, to put money in your accounts and things like that. Because, like I said, inflation is going up. Well, it's cooling now, but prices are still going up no matter what they say about inflation cooling November. Prices on products, goods, and services still going up. So we definitely got to have our mind right on how we can get some more money, right? Get our mind right on dealing with these adversities during the holiday season because a lot of people go through some things, get setbacks, or faced with tragedy, or faced with some kind of situation where you have to have your mindset right. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So I just want to check up on my peoples. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Do what you can to have a wonderful holiday season. Um, I don't even know if I'm let me see. Shout out to everybody who's on here. So shout out to Tanya. Tanya, how you doing, Tanya? Shout outs to Hiba Asli. Are you Muslim? I'm not really Muslim or Christian. I'm honestly human. So in a way, Hiba Ali, I'm messing your name up. Um, I was raised Christian, but as I got older and I started to see this like different religions and different faith and different things like that. So I started getting into understanding the different religions, faith, and different faith bases out there, study it more, and tend to understand that almost everybody has almost the same kind of morals, same kind of beliefs. It's just that the story and the wording in the different books are different. But for the most part, I just try to be positive, try to be spiritual, try to have a positive mindset. I know there's a greater power out there other than myself, and that greater power is within us, right? So I can't really say if I'm Muslim or Christian because I don't. I'm in between religions and all type of stuff right now. So I can't really say. Um, Danny, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being on here. Tanya, we tuning in from Tanya Valder. Um, big shout out to Tanya. Appreciate you being on here. Merry Christmas, Jennifer Dumalo. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everybody out there. About to run up in the store. I see people still out and about. So, run up in the store, grab this stuff up, make some routine. So, I want to still be on here on this live 'cause I just want to discuss, the holiday season, trying to have work on our personal development, especially going into a new year. Try to start working on your goals, your New Year's resolution, your dreams and aspirations from now, because it makes sense to make go from now. Because why wait till tomorrow? Why wait till next week for the 31st or whatever, right? So we start working on these things from now, get our mindset right, getting our finances right, because after the holiday season, people don't want to admit this, but after the holiday season, a lot of people go through like some kind of depression or downfall and things like that, especially after you spend a good amount of money, got gifts, and you're able to spend time with friends and family. But for some reason, during the holiday season, kind of it's like a yin yang energy that be going through. Like I said, for example, in my city, I'm not sure what people mindset that, but it's probably been like I think 5 shootings over the past 4 days or some craziness like that. And it's like people not mindset is not right. But about to run up in the store, come with me, right? See the back. Exactly what I'm talking about, man. Even mindset. Hey, one vehicle overtaking another one. Thought everybody come running to me. All right. Yeah. Mhm. All right, y'all. So I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Did we lose connection? All right, people, come back, come back, come back, come talk to me. You know, what's your thoughts? Show y'all what's going on. It's busy out here still. Yeah, I can't really see. Blocking the dashboard, blocking, but it's still busy out here. You know, on Christmas Day, things still gotta move, huh? Right? So personal development, working on some personal finances, going into 2026 is some key things to have in our minds, to have on our agenda, right? Because those things gonna come into play when we go into the new year. Um, Things are gonna be changing up. It's gonna be a lot of changes going forward in 2026. Check out some of the legislation. That's what's going on. But people gotta have their mental right, man. I'm telling you, like people towards the end of the year, a lot of things focus ain't right. come into play with different situations, knock your mindset off, don't have you on the right path. People do things that rub you the wrong way, so your mental not there. Make sure you check up on your mental. Check up on your mental, your mindset, and be willing to go through these adversities, right? We're gonna face with some adversity. We're gonna come through a lot of adversity at the end of the year, going into the new year. No matter who you are, no matter how established, no matter what, you're gonna have some kind of adversity because things are changing, right? The economy is changing, government is changing rules and laws and all that stuff, and we're just gonna be faced with adversity because of how the economy is, right? The economy is, we're faced with inflation, we're faced with jacked up prices, faced with people getting laid off, right? So how are people dealing with these adversities during the holiday season? So we gotta have our mindset. Check up on your peoples and work on your mindset to have that right mindset to be able to, be willing to go through the adversity, right? Don't lay down, don't get all depressed, right? Don't lay down, don't get depressed because all that stuff just gonna lead you into a bigger mess, right? So face the challenges, be up for the adversity, take those adversities and use them as a lesson, as a blessing. If you're losing money, let's work on some ways to build up our finances, right? Build up our streams of income. And I can't say this advice; it's kind of too late. But I say don't go out spending too much money during the holiday season. Yeah, it's good to be giving and things like that, but maybe this is the time, this is the era. We're going to 2026 month. 2026 month. Ain't no 2021, 23, 25. No, no, we going into 2026. So that means 2030 is right around the corner. And I don't know if y'all know about the agendas of 2030 or if y'all ever looked up on the agendas of 2030 and the changes for 2030. But if we go into 2026, 2030 is only 4 years away. So we got to work on ourselves, that personal development, improving ourselves, improving our finances, improving, learning better ways to finance our money. That means budgeting. That means investing in the assets. That means reading up on things, right? Just don't just don't have the news media tell you what's going on. That means reading up on the legislation. That means reading up on the different changes that's coming, the different financing that they're establishing, blockchain technology. And then we talking about tokenization. What the heck is a tokenization? Tokenization, oh, that's going to be the new form of the finances and the economy. People, all right, let me say, for tokenization, say if you got, let's say, all right, say if you got an ounce of gold, right? And if I'm not mistaken, I think an ounce of gold is probably going for, I don't know, let's say ounce of gold is going for 1,600, right? So 1,600 for an ounce of gold, right? If you tokenize that ounce of gold, what it's gonna end up doing is they're gonna take that, how can I say? It's gonna basically make it into a pizza. So that ounce of gold, we're gonna divide it up like how you do slices of pizza. So say that ounce of gold now, we're gonna divide it up into 8 slices, right? So that means for 4 slices, it's probably be 800. But then the value of that 800 for 4 slices is going to increase. So then you could end up selling one of your 4 slices for 800. That's tokenizing. That's how tokenizing is going on. They're tokenizing these assets, real world assets, and stuff as um, gold, what is it? Gold, commodities, real estate, all those different things that people are building assets off of. That's what they're going to be tokenizing. And if you're not involved with it, like the tokenization of things, you're basically going to be left out the economy, and they're probably going to throw people on what they're going to call universal basic income, UBI, universal basic income, where they got towns and stuff like this already. They got towns in different areas. Even in some countries, they already have this where, say, you live like in a tenement yard. Well, I guess it's like tenement yard projects, a urban area that's housing a certain amount of people, and in those areas, they will give those people a certain amount of money to survive off of. You wouldn't even have to be ordering, going to the grocery store because your groceries going to be delivered to you. You don't have to be ordering water because you're gonna have a set amount of water that you're gonna be able to use for that month allocated. It's gonna be crazy. But if you're not involved in the transition of the economy, and Google it yourself, because I ain't know I'm not no expert on none of this, right? So just go ahead and Google it for yourself and see what you can figure out. Do your own due diligence and research. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna be talking about more about personal development, self improvement, personal financing, navigating through adversity, especially during these holiday seasons, during the end of the year and the new start of the new year, 2026. So once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'll be coming on here some more doing even today, doing for the rest of the year, building with you guys. Whatever I learn, I want to come back on here. I want to come on here and build, show what I've learned, talk to people what I've learned. If people out there know anything about it. So let me see who is else on here. Jennifer, big shout outs to you. Kevin Moso, shout outs to you. Kevin Moso J2, what's going on? Head Tap, shout outs to you. What's going on, Head Tap? Kevin Moso, once again, big shout outs to you. Thanks for the viewing. Thanks for the subscribing. Thanks for commenting and all that stuff. So let me know what's your thoughts. Let me know what's your thoughts on including for the personal development going into the new year, self improvement for the new year's. How's your personal finances going after the holiday season? After spending money on, gifts, food, um, probably even have to take time off, traveling, a wide variety of things that we go up against in the adversity for the holiday season. Some people mental health is not there. They're doing things that's unknown. You got people crashing. You got people, unfortunately, doing harms to themselves. You got a wide variety of things. You got family going through situations. So gotta have our mental strong. The new moon was the beginning of this week, so energy is all over the place. Energy is transitioning. I'm not sure if you guys are into that, but also got to be aware of the energy and how the energies are flowing and the the different dynamics of energy, right? So that life, adversity, dealing with the holiday season, finances, because I know a lot of us can spend a good amount of money. So now we got to imagine this. Now you live in check to check, and then you have to come out to your pocket, live in check to check. You have to come out extra expenses for gifts, food, traveling, a wide variety of things that happens during the holiday season. Buying coworkers gifts, buying friends gifts. To the point where you're depleting all your funds. You're depleting your emergency funds. You're tapping into your emergency funds. But some people, right? But you live in but check to check. You really don't have the money to go and do it, but yet we find the money, find the ways to get it over with. But then after the holiday season, everything's celebrated. Have some drinks, have some food. Everybody's enjoying one another company for the most part, because some people are not going through that. Some people are facing tragedy during these times. But then you come to find out now the new year come, and you have to catch up on bills. The new year come, and now you have to find different ways to finance your necessities, finance your rent, mortgage, your utility bills, your insurance. But got to find our way through it. So try to find different ways